Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 193. Today we have a 12 box case of Upper Deck Series 2 from 2020-2021. Probably our best overall bang for your buck product that we've done in the entire year in terms of our top pulls that we've pulled. In terms of just fun and value, and it's just Young Guns are fun. Series 2 is fun. It's a long break, but it's a good one. So let's without further delay, let's get right into it. So we'll do 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Let me load up random.org here. Allow selected because we need the necessary ones. And let's load up Excel here. So yeah, 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Once. Twice. Third time. Where is... Oh, I forgot to change my mouse sensitivity. And... teams 3 times. Once. Twice. And third time. Ooh, Wild on top. Oilers on the bottom. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Ooh, Emil, you'll be happy. You got the Wild. Dan with Chicago, Chris with the Canucks, Maxime with the Leafs, Sergio with the Blue Jackets, Emil with the Habs. 2 good teams there for you. Dan with the Predators, Peter with the Hurricanes, Brent with the Flyers, Emil with the Penguins, Justin with the Kings, Jonathan with the Panthers, Maxime with the Ducks, Jonathan with the Lightning, Robert with the Red Wings, Christopher with the Islanders, Bill with the Sabres, Maxime with the Stars, Glenn, you got the Devils, Dan, you have the Rangers, Marshall with the Avs, Jordan with the Blues, Dan with the Jets, Justin with Vegas, Ryan with the Bruins, Maxime with the Sharks, Justin with the Senators, nice team there, Graham with the Yotes, Jonathan with the Flames, Michael with the Capitals, and Maxime with the Oilers. There are your teams. I will get them into the team viewer shortly here. Yeah, I know. I was just about to say you didn't get the Rangers. Random.org's weird. I mean, who you wound up with wasn't horrible, but you got the team with the young gun that we have the hardest time for whatever reason getting in Cousins. I think Cousins is legitimately the young gun that we have the toughest time getting out of Series 2. Alright, there's team viewer. But yeah, hopefully you all are having a good day. I mean, I am, again, still spots left in tomorrow's break. Again, know that tomorrow's break isn't everyone's cup of tea as well, but just kind of trying to throw a different mix of products in. Just because, we're on that product cycle. So give a couple minutes for trades here. But yeah, in terms of updates for when stuff comes out, I haven't checked this week yet to see if there were delays. Normally they do them on Monday, Wednesday, Friday for when delays are. So I don't think anything has really changed because the next release date is the 20th. So we should be getting the OBG Platinum checklist soon. In fact, honestly, I thought we would be getting it around it'd be in the next 2 days, but Upper Deck really likes to post that checklist 2 weeks in advance. So let's see if it's live yet. It is not live yet. So again, OPG Platinum is going to look sick. We have the preview cards were in 2020, 2021 regular OPG, and they look phenomenal with the design. So keeping that in mind, I think we're in for a really nice looking product. But yeah, in terms of delays, I don't see anything on here that is new. So again, the next product that comes out, I know people always ask, is Platinum on the 20th right now is kind of the scheduled date. That's all subject to change. But yeah, generally speaking, just go on some of the distributor websites, look around, because when you put them all together, you kind of get a good picture of when stuff's coming out. So, but yeah, major news in release world, not much either. Not much there. Yeah, Arizona's one of those teams that like you'll get some cards with them. They won't be the biggest names, but you'll get stuff at least. Also, I'm curious to see if Upper Deck's going to come out with credentials this year. Because I know they had a tweet about it, but I really enjoyed that. Like, compared to SP Authentic, I like credentials better, just value-wise. So, which is weird to say, but alright, I don't see anything on the trade front. Let's get started here. Ugh. There we go. Look at that. And the final. There we go. All done. I have a new box. I have a box for my boxes. Alright, we're going to play. I haven't seen any of the back numbers, so we're going to try and guess the back numbers today. What the heck is that? I think that's just like leftover shrink wrap. So we're going to try and play guess the box numbers today. We'll see how well we do. Haven't hit one yet. I mean, it is a 1 in 100 chance, essentially. So here we go. Good luck, everyone. I mean, McDavid and Crosby were kind of givens. Pietrangelo is 100% who you know. So this is 83. We're going to go with an inside box number of 14. But yeah, the adds to Canada with being Pietrangelo, I mean, I think Pietrangelo was going to be on the team regardless, so whatever. But that is definitely, you know, a who you know type of thing. How many packs are in here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's just one out of place, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, this is 49 on the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should only be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. One pack shifted. It's just there's one pack I think that's a little bit thicker. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining things. But yeah, that's 100% leadership. It's 100% like GM knowing, like picking the person that he knows. So, and that's fine if they're a good enough player for that. It's when they're not a good enough player, i.e. taking, you know, God, who was it that USA took? The USA team at the World Cup of Hockey was just, that was the biggest hot take team possible. So, also, I know I mentioned this on the last, no, I didn't mention it in the last break, but yeah. I know the first hockey break of last week we did, I kind of tried to rip open the box, and it did not go well for the box, or for the little stack of like minor inserts. And so I went through them all. There were a few that had some softer corners. I think there are about 10 teams or so that were affected. So like if your card had like a little corner ding on it from that like set that got knocked over by me, I threw in an overtime pack. Yeah. Hopefully that won't happen today because the shrink wrap on Series 2 is not super annoying. So because Series or Extended, it's like just a really hard plastic. So here we go. box 1. Good luck. Let's well, we got an autograph, so we're starting off already on a Dazzler Zakratsov and a Retired Legends canvas of Shanahan for the Devils. That's already a hot start. Prisky for the Panthers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Ustimenko for the Flyers. 2, 3, 4, 5. Milosh for the Sharks on the Young Guns. Here is it. Trevor Moore for the LA Kings. So I think Crosby gets the C, but it'd be hard not to. Nice for the Kings though. Honestly, a team that doesn't hit much in this, so it's nice to get the autograph. But I think Crosby gets the C again. I don't know. I could see them doing like a co-captain thing. Send for the Devils. Tavares for the Leafs on the canvas. Mitchell for Chicago. Kershaw for Chicago. And nice start, holy cow, for the Islanders, French Young Gun of Sorokin. I have not seen the Leafs Amazon series. I keep on meaning to maybe start watching it, but then I always forget about it. It's like, yeah, I should watch this, and then never do. Yeah. I could see them. So what I could see them doing is doing like the easy, like, you know, this person's captain on home games, this person's captain on away games. But I could also just see, you know, McDavid not getting it type of thing. Draisaitl for the Oilers. McKinnon for the Avs. Burke for the Yotes, and that's the first half there. So we got our 3 Young Guns, a French Young Gun, and an autograph, and a Retired Legend canvas. Actually, I like to top load these because, you know. Yeah, with Crosby being there, I have a tough time seeing, again, like same thing. I have a tough time seeing the give it to McDavid, but also it could be one of those, you know, passing of the torch things, or, you know, but we're going to hear it touted throughout the entire time how many captains Canada has on their team. So, like, really at the end of the day, the whole captaincy is just, it means a lot, but, oh, we have I think it's just a base clear cut. We have a wicked box here. Because an autograph of French Young Gun, and even if it's just a base clear cut and the retired canvas, like, we're hitting a bunch of like super tough to hit things in one box. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I am of the opinion that I think they'll probably just give it to Crosby, but they could go, you know what? Let's make you the. I mean, I know it's associate, but everyone calls it assistant, but it doesn't really matter. Give him the A. I mean, you know, we're going to hear that Canada has like 50 captains on their team. So it's like the World Juniors when they come along. It's like Canada has so many captains on their team. It's like, that's great, but like that doesn't necessarily mean a ton. I'm really good at just landing on a hit. Holy cow. Robertson for the Leafs. Korchkov for the Leafs. Nigel for the Sharks. Do we hit our good Young Gun in the box yet? No. So we should have one good Young Gun left. Yep. Graves for the Avs on the clear cut. Well, Young Gun Young Gun checklist, so that'll be a 31 team random. Or 31 team, 2 team random. Jeez, what am I talking about? Lee for the Islanders. Holy cow. Lee for the Islanders. And if we don't get a second checklist, we will random that one off. If we do get a second one, we will Sharon Govich for the Devils. That's a solid Young Gun. if we do get a second one of the checklists, both people will get one. Lawrence for the Hurricanes on the Portrait Rookies. Kind of how we've done it. Avalanche, or McKinnon for the Avalanche on the blue. Alexia for the Capitals on the retro. Zagadulin for the Flames. And Pavelski for the Stars. So, yeah, it's just the fairest way to do those checklists of 50-50 cards is that if we get two of them, both people get one. Because it's a 50-50, right? Like, it's not a 31-team random. It's a 50-50. Both people getting one. Both people are, I assume, happy. Obviously, you know, you might want to wager it and double it, but I think it's the best way to do it. And then if we get like a rare variation, so like say we hit an exclusives or a high gloss or something, we'll do like the winner gets that one, the loser gets that one. I think if we get two rare ones, what we could do is that, like, say we pull, for example, like an exclusives and a French, or an exclusives and a clear cut, which is very unlikely of the checklist. We could do winner gets the more expensive version, loser gets the less expensive version. And then if we have the regular one, we can do that one. I forgot to get this box number. It's 68. But let's see. BGB had one because the Flames actually did okay, but they had one of the cards in the drop section of the break from last week, so I think your card was for the most part okay. There were a couple that were kind of meh. Hey Robert, you have Detroit. But yeah, box one was really good. But yeah, you had Detroit. Yeah, that break is solid though. Trying to think what was like the Matthews out of 17 was the best pull from that break, I think, but yeah, Detroit's not the best roll in this. Unless you get like some random weird like super rare insert. Although I guess you could technically high roll like an exclusives or a high gloss, right? Because they got Brome, and we do like to hit the like lesser clear cuts. So here we go. Box 2, stack 2. Kivaranta for the Stars on the Young Gun canvas. Burke for the Yotes. Alexia for the Capitals. Francouz for the Avs on the blue. Yossi for the Predators. Zamula for the Flyers. So it should be right after Renee. Yep. Broberg for the Oilers. Soderstrom for the Yotes. Barabanov for the Leafs on the Young Guns. Good rookie materials. Robertson for the Stars. A little bit of some wear and ding on the corners, but nothing horrible. Gage Quinney for Vegas. Hintz for the Stars. And that's the first half of box 2. Yeah, so there's the kind of 2 breaks left on the week, or well, 1 break with spots left. Again, if hockey doesn't fill tomorrow, it can literally go at any time. I am going to just be taking some time just to do some general setup work. I'm going to try and working on getting the camera angle higher, because I know when I'm like holding the cards, I'm kind of holding them at a weird angle here. So I want to work on fixing that. Which is just going to take some experimentation. I might try experimenting with the top-down camera view as well. But we'll see. So, and then also gonna try testing out some YouTube stuff in the off time over the next little bit. So, but given just, you know, kind of need a little bit of like a kind of test period to test out new stuff. Especially because like once the products start releasing, it's gonna be just product after product, and I want to make sure we're all good for the rest of the year type of thing. So. Every team, not every team in this has like a super rare insert. It's just there's certain teams, like I guess technically there's probably almost a team per on the Signature Sensations list. It's just some teams are just better than others there too. Skinner for the Oilers. So like the more rookies you have, technically the better you are at those super rare inserts. Dellandrea for the Stars. Showman for the Sharks. But like Phantomations and stuff are kind of random. Sebastian Aho on the base image variation for the Hurricanes. Kasha for the Flyers. Theodore for Vegas. Kershaw for Chicago. Dazzlers in canvas. Smith for the Predators. I think most teams have one, not every team. Zagadulin for the Flames. French variation of Dahan for Chicago. Hedman for the Lightning. McNiven for the Habs. And Tampa Bay, for example, has Day with the Cups, and they're the only team with them. Kiviranta for the Stars. Palmieri for the Devils. So box 2. Fairly quiet, honestly. Like, who was our best young? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the canvas. That was a really weird box. Because, like, our best young gun was David Castro? I mean, the Kiviranta canvas? But, like, yeah, that was a weird box. I mean, box 1 was insane. Box 2, like with the auto and the French young gun, box 2 was weird. And that's maybe being a little bit polite with the weird, because it was Series 2 has been really consistent, at least that you get one good young gun per box. And we did not get one good young gun. So 71 inside box number. Let's go with 3. It is 60. Close to 3. It's a multiple. Times it by 20. We get there. Box 3. That was a weird box. Like, honestly, I think straight up that is the worst box of Series 2 that we have opened. I mean, we still got the Robertson rookie materials, which isn't the worst. The Aho street close variation, which isn't the worst. The Young Guns, though, which is kind of what you're opening it up for, were rough. And our Dazzlers was Kurashev, yeah. And we didn't hit any, like, laughs. So, that was a rougher box. I guess we technically hit an extra Young Gun with the Kiviranta canvas, but, like, you know, that was a rough box. It just seemed like there should have been something big, but there wasn't. But yeah, so I keep on meaning to talk about the camera angle stuff because I know something that I'm conscious of and trying to get better at is getting it at that better hand height. So like where I'm holding it more vertical rather like more like this, less like this. So to do this, I need like either a slightly taller desk or just to raise the tripod up, but we'll work on it and get it solved eventually. So Mitchell for Chicago. Latuno for the Sharks on the portraits. Mikolo for the Blues. So I know there are a couple people asking about that. What else? Kershaw for Chicago. Berdine for the Jets. Perron for the Blues. Trying to think what else. What else was there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, McNiven for the Habs. Berdine for the Jets. Calfoot for the Lightning. Calfoot seems to have the most problems with the edges on the Young Guns. Ooh, we got our dual rookie materials. Ooh, and a dual color. Baudin and Kershaw for Chicago. Rare to get a 2-color jersey, so. Lankinen for Chicago on the Young Guns. And Gensel for the Penguins. Oh, and our last Series 2 case, actually, we didn't get one of the Young Guns. It was Angelo from the Penguins. So if you had the Penguins in that was 2 weeks ago, I believe. If you had the Penguins in that break, you did get an overtime pack because there was no Angelo Young Gun. And again, general rule of thumb is that like you should be on average hitting 1.5. It's 1.48 of each Young Gun per case, but I know it's not the best feeling when you don't hit your Young Gun. At least it hasn't happened on a big. No, did it happen on a big one? I can't remember. I think that's just a regular canvas. Yeah, that's just a canvas. Oh, we got a checklist. We got the canvas checklist. So that'll be a random because your odds of getting a second one would be very low. Last pack on this half. All right. There we go. Laugh for the Rangers. Lindstrom for the Red Wings. Poganski for the Blues. I think he's with Winnipeg now, right? Makar on the street clothes variation. I think we pulled him last week. Shellman for the Sharks. So we shouldn't have any street clothes variations left. Dumbo for the Wild. And Krebs on the Dazzlers. Nice Dazzlers. Brady and Matt Tkachuk on the checklist. So that'll be a random as well. Stützle, there we go. First one. Corner looks slightly, yeah, actually the top corner is a little bit dinged up. So I don't know if I can get it to focus, but yeah, you can kind of see corner is dinged up on that one. So just as a heads up. Is going to say it looked kind of soft. I think if it stays in a top loader, it might straighten out a little bit. But just making sure. Okay, yeah, that's on the sleeve. But yeah, it's a Stützle. It's not bad. So we'll put him over here for now because you know you want the like nice quality on there. Harkins for the Jets and Dumoulin for the Penguins. Or Dumoulin, sorry. Lightning for the Lightning. Marchment for the Panthers. And Send for the Devils. Yeah, Sub-Zero. Hopefully we get you a second one. But yeah, unfortunately, it's got that like just slight corner ding, which is really weird because normally it's like normally when there's one, it's on all the base cards, but like, no, okay, some of the base cards are soft in that corner. Yeah, so some of them are actually rounded on the corners. Yeah, okay, some of them do have some issues. But it's just unfortunate that it happens to be like the one good card. Hopefully we pull you a second one though, you know? So, all right, 39 inside box number. Any guesses on this one? I'm going to go with inside box number of, wow, I really messed that cut up. I cut through the box, not the sticker. Inside box number of, outside's 39, inside's going to be like, I don't know, 52. No, 83. 83. Audible on that one. 78. I was 5 off. I'm happy. I'm happy. There we go. All right. Box 4. So far we've got a dual rookie materials. We've got an autograph. We've got one of our French Young Guns. We've got both of our street clothes variations and one of the potential legend canvases. Well, retired stars. We could get a second retired star. They can fall 2 per case. They're about 1.5, but we do have a program of excellence, and I actually think it's like literally right there. Should still have a program of excellence, and then should have one more French Young Gun, clear cut Young Gun, and in theory an exclusives, but we haven't been hitting an exclusive Young Gun on a per case basis. It's generally been about, like historically they've been 1 per every case. Based off of like our results here, seems to be about 1 in every 2 cases. We should in theory still have our clear cut and our box filler. And 2 red rookies are kind of like the main things that we have left. Here we go. Box 4. Well, really good at pulling the hit. Francouz for the Avs. Harley for the Stars. Prisky for the Panthers on the Young Guns. Well, we have a high gloss of Josh Bailey for the Islanders. So, like, we hit a high gloss. Not the most highly valued card because it's a base and not the biggest name, but super rare pull, especially this year. As we try to let this focus back in. But nice card. Here, bring it back. Love the foiling on the high glosses. Really nice looking cards. But numbered 1 of 10 for the Islanders. So there you go. Who had them? Christopher. Nice. Yeah, the French Sorokin and the high gloss. So 2 pretty high, like, rare cards. Entwistle for Chicago on the Young Guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breezy for the Wild. And Delandria on the Program of Excellence for the Dallas Stars. Ty Smith for the Devils. Good start to this box. Again, you'd rather hit your high gloss on a Young Gun or like Crosby or McDavid or like a higher end player, but at the end of the day, hitting a high gloss is still better than not hitting one, so true for the Sharks. Oh, that's a French variation of Skinner. Have cards stuck together here. Yossi for the Predators. This one's a really soft edge as the heads up, so that happens from time to time. Coughlin on the retro rookie for Vegas. McMichael for the Capitals. Keith for Chicago on the canvas. So, not the worst first half of a box. I mean, again, high gloss, nice, but would just rather have a better player. I'd take a Young Guns exclusives over a base high gloss almost most of the time too. But I think it is like legitimately only like our second or third high gloss out of Series 2. And we've opened up a lot of Series 2. So they are really tough to hit. So you got to celebrate them. Because you don't know when your next one will be. As an aside, I really love the Signature Sensation set. If I had more time and money, I would probably put that one together. A box filler for Buffalo. Ooh, that's actually not a bad team for them, I think, right? How about like a Cousins clear cut? Like just aim high, you know? Honestly, that's one of the biggest, like the biggest thing that we haven't pulled a ton of are like good clear cut Young Guns. That's our biggest thing that we haven't pulled in this. Because we pulled like high-end fluorescences, we've pulled, you know, Phanomations now. We haven't pulled like really that many good clear-cut Young Guns. So Bowers for the Avs. Nigel for the Sharks. Chatfield for the Canucks. A little bit off-centered on the foiling. Clear cut of Olofsson for the Sabres. Well, it's not a box filler, but it is a clear card. Mikolo for the Blues. Samsonov for the Capitals. There shouldn't be any French or Dazzler canvas packs because we got both those in the first half. Kasha for the Red Wings. That's the second one of him. Broberg for the Oilers. Byram on the blue for the Avs. Soderstrom for the Yotes on a retro. Kravtsov for the Rangers. And Forsberg for the Predators. So again, who is our like top Young Gun there? That was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was Ty Smith. One in his canvas. I mean, like honestly, we have only been hitting one Cousins per case. Like for whatever reason, he is our biggest kryptonite pull in the product for base Young Guns. All right, 40 as the box number, so that means 43 because Hughes and Petey, they go hand in hand. Actually, yeah, no, we just had 78. Let's stick with 43. There are 49 in a checklist, so 50. It is 32 on the inside box number. So yeah, there are per set essentially for Series 1 and Series 2. There's 49 base or like 49 and one checklist, so 50 total. In extended, there were 20 or 30, I think, is like 27 or 29 in a checklist. It was around there. And then you've got normally 35 Young Gun canvases, something like that, per product, except extended didn't have any. Here we go. Box 5. Joseph for the Penguins. Gross for the Yotes. Bellemare for Colorado to 100. Numbered 61 of 100 on the exclusive. So not bad there. Latuno for the Sharks. Again, not the biggest name, but just tough to pull. Hurdle for the Sharks. Theodore for Vegas. Canvas and Dazzlers. Larmy for the Penguins. Cousins Program of Excellence. All right, well, that'll be tough. Tougher because we've already hit one. But if we do, that'd be insane. Well, here's another Sorokin for the Islanders. Islanders are having a heck of a break. McMichael for the Capitals. And, well, we have a French variation checklist. So Matthews and Pettersson. That is our, right now, third random. Draisaitl for the Oilers. McMichael for the Capitals on the retro. Lorentz for the Hurricanes. Keller for the Yotes. If we hit the Cousins, though, I'd be pretty happy. I think we've hit him once or twice. Who has the Leafs and who has the Canucks? Leafs is Maxime. Canucks are Chris. Does the same person have Calgary and... I don't think so. No. I always keep on forgetting to check the random combinations to see... Make sure that we actually have to random them off and it's not, someone that has both teams type of thing. Alright, well, given that we hit an exclusives in this box, I don't think we're hitting the Young Guns exclusives. I am excited. Speaking of Program of Excellences, so I am excited for the Team Canada Junior set with Bedard stuff. That's a set that could take off. Just because he is insane. So, here we go. Renee for the Predators. Krabs for Vegas. Vanacek upside down for the Capitals. Radish for the Rangers. We got Sorokin, so that's our good young gun for the box. Angelo for the Penguins on that, like the old yellow jersey for the Penguins. Huh. When would the photo shoot have been? Because, like, they haven't worn that color jersey in a while. Right? Like, I'm just trying to think. When was the last time they wore a color like that color of jersey? Because that's like their... I don't know, it's a while ago, but anyways. Cal Foot for the Lightning again. Again, same thing. Soft edge on that one. Is there really consistent at least? Hackenpah for the Ducks. Byram for the Avs. Kravtsov for the Rangers on the blue. Francouz for the Avs. Again, if you ever wonder why I'm flipping these cards like this, it's because sometimes there are blank backs. They're super, super tough to hit. We've hit one, I think, in all of our cases, but they are very rare and very, honestly, like very undervalued, but still very valuable. Joseph for the Penguins. And Rantanen for the Avs. So, just in case you're ever wondering why I do that, I try to bring it up every video, just in case you're new to Series 2 or anything. They are very, very rare. I try to scoop them up when I find them type of thing, because I like rare cards, personally. I picked up a Krebs one a while ago. It's actually sitting right beside me, so. But yeah. God, when were the Penguins last? 28 on the box number. Let's go inside of 93. 86. That is Jack Hughes. Yeah, if you're wondering what a blank back is, it literally is just a blank back. So, when did the Penguins last wear those jerseys? Was it? Oh, we do have another program of excellence. So, Bill, you got a shot here. You got a shot. Because now I'm curious. I gotta look this up though. Because when they change off of those, all right, Pittsburgh Hockey, the unofficial uniform database. Bill, is it rookie? Less so, but all right. So they last wore that color in 2014 or 2015-16 was that final year for that. So Angelo Anthony. Is it like if it's rookie maybe, but still torn. I try to pick up like rookies from Series 2 in particular, because those are the tougher ones to hit. Okay, that'd be from Series 2 last year. Okay, I might be. I love Cody Glass. It's just now he's on Nashville, and like he is still in Vegas. Yes, Nashville. Oh. So, I'll have to think, but yeah, I do generally try to buy them for like the sleeper players or even like the really good players, because they are very fun to have because you can throw them in trades if you know the person really likes them. They're really good. So, okay, so Angelo was drafted in 2014, so yeah, it's very conceivable that he could have worn that jersey. All right. I was just very curious because it's the first time I've seen that jersey in a long time. So, all right, who's it going to be? No, it's not. Ingram for the Predators and Bowers for the... I feel like we hit these exact same two programs of excellence in the last case. Bowers for the Avs. Kershaw for Chicago. Prisky for the Panthers. Kolesar for Vegas. Jack Hughes on the Pink Dazzlers. Well, it's box 86, so. But yeah, I might be interested in that. But yeah. Yeah, the retro marquee from last year, that'll be from Series 2. Because he was not in time. Angelo for the Penguins. On the Young Guns. Hellebuyck for the Jets. Laugh for the Rangers, not a blank back. That would have been a big blank back to get. Marchment for the Panthers. Weber for the Habs. Marchment for the Panthers. Wrong pile. Anderson for the Kings. French variation of Chara for the Bruins. All right. Yeah, sounds good. I will, I might hit you up eventually on that once I, get some other minor things sorted out. Like, for example, clearing out collection. I need to clear out before I buy. I keep on forgetting about that. I keep on meaning to post cards for sale, and then I just never get around to it. I think I posted, like, one football lot, like... I keep on meaning to post them on like Twitter and stuff, and I posted like one football lot, and then I just haven't gotten to my hockey stuff yet. I need to get to it at some point, just because it's sitting in here, and I don't have a ton of room for it anymore. So I'm trying to downsize and collect specific stuff, rather than a little bit of everything. which used to be my old motto. Collect a little bit of everything because, you know, I like a little bit of everything, but now I like to focus my collection. We still haven't hit a fluorescence yet. I don't think, yeah, we still haven't hit the fluorescence yet. We've hit the French, we've hit the Dazzler's canvas, so we should just have a straight up thing here. Soderstrom for the Yotes. Carlson for Chicago. Puis Suter for Chicago. Honestly, probably another one of the sleepers of Series 2. Came for Chicago on the clear. Well, there's a Cousins for the Sabres. There we go. We hit him before box 12. Honestly, hitting him before box 10 is like a big deal for us. Dougie for the Hurricanes. Leonard for the Sharks. Hagel for Chicago. McMichael for the Capitals. Berdine for the Jets. Coughlin for Vegas. Hedman for the Lightning. And that is the box. Alright, yeah, I can, I probably have some Series 1, Series 2 stuff, so, yeah, I know how to contact you, so, let me just downsize the, things. I can probably work some stuff out there, so. Let me move this. I just gotta get the inserts tucked away here, because otherwise there's going to be too many, and they might fall over. And we do not want that to happen. There we go. All right, next box. Yeah, for sure. I'll probably hit you up on that. Box 40 again on the serial number. Last time we guessed 43. Let's go low. We haven't had a low one in a while. Let's go with like 15 on the inner box number. 95. It's close to being low. Yeah, I'll probably hit you up on that once I figure out what I have again and where. Yeah, I have like, you know, the monster storage boxes. Shadow, I can tell you based like what your name is, but also I can just throw this up. If you give me like first name and initial, I can let you know what team you have. But I can just throw this up and you will be able to find it. I know it's in TeamView and not alphabetical. I change it. The problem with it being alphabetical is that it's really hard to get the team names consistently. So I might see if I can work on an Excel formula for that, but I know that this works, so. Shadow Doctor, let me know when you got it. Perfect. There you go. And if you've got any questions about what's been pulled so far, let me know. It's been solid. It's been, weird, I'd say. It's been a weird case, which is fine. Another pink Dazzlers, by the way. These aren't super common. Skinner for the Oilers. Ingram for the Predators. Wrong pile there. Juolevi for the Canucks. Will he get placed on waivers? Hellebuck for the Jets. Dellandrea for the Stars. Anisimov for the Senators. McLeod for the Oilers. Wolf for the Leafs. Sen for the Devils. Besser for the Canucks on the Pink Dazzlers. Regula for Chicago. Natures for the Hurricanes. Yossi for the Predators. Canvas and Dazzlers. No French. I don't think we hit the French there. Which is weird because the French and Dazzlers canvas normally end up on the same side. Unless it's a young gun. Which it could be. None of those are French. None of these are French. Another rookie materials. Our last case only had 5, so maybe this case will have like 7 or something, because sometimes they balance out over multiple cases. We've had lots of special canvases too, actually. We've had 2 Program of Excellence, 1 retired, 2 young ones, Kiviranta, and trying to think, have we had a second one? We've had Kiviranta. No, we've just had the 1 young gun canvas too. Huh. That is weird. That has just been a weird case. And last pack, no fluorescences yet either, so we should in theory have in the final 6 boxes 5 young gun canvases. Like in theory. Belzile for the Habs. Kublanix for Columbus. Yellowson for the Flames. True for the Sharks. Pino for the Capitals. Entwistle on the young gun canvas for Chicago, so 4 left. Olofsson for the Sabres. Miller for the Rangers. Should be our French here. Bizlittle for the Habs and Lindblom for the Flyers. Makar for the Avs. Barham on the retro for the Avs. Wolf for the Leafs. And that's the box. All right. That's not the worst box. Not the best. Kind of just there. 53 on the box number. Let's go with 62 on the inside. No, we're going to have a low one. Let's go with like 5. Just 0.5. Nope, it's 76. Dang, it's close. And by close, I mean off by about as much as it could be. All right, box number Wait, that was box. This is box. Oh, how many boxes are left? This is 5 left, so I can't do math right now. This is box 8. Because there's 4 boxes left. My brain sometimes is just, it's like too many things going on and the little hamster running the wheel gets tired. To be fair to that hamster, it has been working a lot. Yeah, the other thing that the only other like real big NHL news is that the whole Eichel situation, there's another Young Gun canvas. Like, honestly, I think the Sabres finally realized how much just A, not having Eichel in the lineup hurts them, and B, having literally nothing to replace them hurts them. Because the whole entire thing feels very, like, just, it just feels weird. Like, from everything that I've read, and like, yeah, some of it could be from Eichel's doctor, essentially, in the interviews and stuff, and it is. The surgery that Eichel wants, the main reason and hesitation from the Sabres is that, and like other doctors, is that it's newer. And there's many reasons why Eichel wouldn't trust him. DeRosier for the Panthers. Kravtsov for the Rangers. Because, like, you know, he wanted the surgery right away. Hellebuyck for the Jets. And the Sabres were just like, no, we're just going to let you rest up type of thing. Kiviranta for the Stars on the retro. Mikolo for the Blues. And so, like, it ended up not being a thing, and then he's just like, well, like, I want the surgery. Kaut for the Avs. I swear we've pulled him more times than anyone else for Young and canvases. The whole, like, surgery thing, though, is just like, for him, it's just like, well, you know what? Like, I want this. Sorokin for the Islanders again, so Islanders hitting their good Young Gun twice. Laugh for the Rangers on the Portraits, and French Young Guns of Hackenpah for the Ducks, so a team that normally doesn't hit super well. Well, like, they do okay, but not the best. But you got a special Young Gun now. And not horrible. Will carve out an NHL career. But yeah, back to Eichel. Like, it's just a really unfortunate circumstance. Because, you know, you want what's in it for the player and, like, the best interest for them. And, you know, I think he's got a really good point with it. So, Hedman for the Lightning. Because it is, like, yes, it is a new surgery. However, it has been around for a while. Alexia for the Capitals, and like the other surgery does require a lot more maintenance later on in his life. Kachuk for the Flames, and like this one would have less recovery time, but I think, you know, just not letting him get it right away is coming back to bite the Sabres a lot, because, you know, very few teams are going to want to spend full assets now for him because he's going to be missing a part of the season. Regardless of what surgery he has, like, you're looking at a few weeks for a few months, not weeks, because he's got to still have the surgery. He's got to recover and rehab, and he's got to get up to game speed. So, like, you know, you're still looking at a pretty long timeline. And like, if that stuff happened when the season ended, or like when he wanted surgery, like, he'd be healthy. Like, he'd be playing right now. You know, assuming nothing went wrong with the surgery, which, when you have the best doctors that essentially money can buy, like, it's slightly less likely, right? But I don't know. I just feel bad for him in this situation because I feel like he's not getting a fair shake here, and there's nothing more that, like, is annoying when the star player is essentially just, and any player for that matter, is essentially just sitting on the sidelines awaiting, like, surgery, because you know it's affecting their everyday life too, right? And that's got to just wear on you. Ingram for the Predators on the jersey. That is 1, 2, 5 jersey cards. So Cole Smith for the Predators. Second Cole Smith. So I hope we get a resolution soon. White for the Senators. Byram for the Avs because I want to see him playing again. He's a very fun player to watch. Regula for Chicago. I think Buffalo needs to move on for the sake of moving on at this point. Lorentz for the Hurricanes on the Young Guns. And because, yeah, like you're not fixing the culture in there until he's gone. You'll levy for the Canucks. And, like, to be fair, that locker room is not going to be a pleasant place this year either. Johansson for the Sabres. Hakanpää for the Ducks. Krebs on the red rookie for the Vegas Golden Knights. That's a good red rookie to get. But, like, you know, if you look at their goalies, and I mean, they sent, I think they sent Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen down, which he is by far, I would say, their best goalie option this year. Barabanov for the Leafs. Again, soft edge issue. Gibson for the Ducks, and Scheifele for the Jets on the Dazzlers. So, I would say he is their best goalie option this year. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. But, like, that team in front of him is not going to be very good. So, like, I don't know. Why would you throw him to the Wolves type of thing? And I think I don't want to put words into the Sabres' mouths, but I just put in the base away 1 second. There we go. I don't want to put words into the Sabres' mouths type of thing, but, like, I legitimately don't see the point in putting your young goalie in there when you're going to get shelled every night in terms of shots. So I think sending him down makes sense. And then you just, honestly, their best bet for the team this year is just run a bunch of young players looking to make it. Get some veterans that just want to be good leaders. Oh, 97 on this. I'm going to go with 17 as the box number. Ah, it's 2. Come on, that's close. But, like, run a good team that, like, or, like, some veterans that don't mind being leaders in the locker room. Like, overpay them slightly, just because you know you're not going to be a good team. But, you know, give everyone a good chance to make the lineup. Give your young players every chance to succeed. Like, be like, hey, we might not be the best team, but let's go. Let's try to be competitive and let's prove people wrong. Like, get that type of attitude in your team, and then go from there. It's obviously harder to do when when you have 10 million on the injured reserve and a superstar player that's never coming back to that team. So I think just not moving on from him was a big mistake. And an entirely different situation from the Duchesne trade, because that's the thing that I hear the most around Eichel is that, like, oh, like, it's similar to Duchesne and look what Sakic got for waiting around. But again, like, I'll bring this up every single time. Duchesne wasn't injured and he didn't need a surgery. Like, he was in that lineup playing every night. You know? There's a difference between that and an injured player, and, like, the injured and the cap hit too. Like, Duchesne was only $6 million and Eichel's 10. It's just gonna take more juggling around for a team to do, and it's a risk because he's injured and needs a surgery. So, like, the longer you wait to do that surgery, the lower the return's gonna get, because the less a team can have to give up. So, in theory, at least, in practice, that might not fully pan out. But, like, superstar trades are never really that great. It's normally the star trades that end up being slightly more overpays than the superstar trades. So, Lorentz for the Hurricanes again. Still missing a few young guns here. Entwistle for Chicago on the portraits, and DeBrusque for the Bruins on the French variation. So, but yeah, long story short, I hope we see a resolution to that soon. McCarr for the Avs, because there's nothing more that I'd like to see than Eichel healthy and playing again. McLeod for the Oilers, and just getting this moved on. McMichael for the Capitals. McDavid for the Oilers. And again, on that note, I really do think like Eichel could end up being one of the most influential people, like influential athletes. Ty Smith for the Devils. Canvas of Couturier, Dazzlers of Braden Point. Just the basis for that being, you know, like athletes' rights for medical procedures. Frank Cruz for the Avs. Like this could legitimately end up in court. So Kiviranta for the Stars. DeRosier for the Panthers. Oh, there you go, Bill. You wanted the box filler for the Sabres. We got it. Nice little Rob Ray there. That is actually really trippy with like the silhouette back there, because in the camera it looks like there's legs above the silhouette, but it's not. So there we go. Nice little Rob Ray box filler for the Sabres. Speaking of the Sabres. So we should have our clear-cut young gun here. Yeah. And I'll be interested to see what the final trade package for Eichel is. I wouldn't be shocked if it's underwhelming. But I think there are some very dangerous potential packages. Like, as in, you know, for example, from the Flames, you might look at Monahan, and it's like, I don't think, like, because you have to offset the cap hit, so, like, you have to get a good roster player back. But how many teams can, like, how many NHL teams can actually part away with, A, the cap hit required, and, like, afford them on LTIR? I mean, Tampa's an answer, Vegas is an answer to that, but it's going to be tough, because whatever team needs to fill in that roster spot, if they're not like a cap floor team, and at that point, like, your return's probably not going to be super great if they're a floor team to help you now. So, and most cap floor teams aren't really being competitive right now. It's interesting. Lots of interesting stuff to come out of that still, I think. So, here we go. K'Andre Miller for the Rangers on the canvas. Nice. Bowers for the Avs. Did we hit a French? I don't think we did. So I gotta keep an eye out for it. DiPietro for the Canucks. Vadimo for the Habs. Vadimo for the Habs as their clear cut. And like I said, we do like to hit the lower end clear cut young guns. But I still they got like the color backwards on the cards this year. Every time I see it, I kind of just like, yeah, I forgot about that. Pinot for the Capitals. Turkov for the Blue Jackets. McNiven for the Habs. McNiven for the Habs. Dellandrea for the Stars. Kravtsov for the Rangers. Reinhardt for the Sabres. All right. I had to double check and make sure I'm not missing the French variation. Because the last one was DeBrusk that box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It might have been DeBrusk. 16 plus 6. It might have been DeBrusk. So we'll just go back and double check. But actually, I think it was DeBrusk. This pack one and I got confused. Double check, make sure. I think it was DeBrusque, because that would put us at, I think, enough with the 6 Young Guns and a canvas is 7. That puts us at 23, which would be 22, because that'd be in 21, and then the 3. I think it's a DeBrusque. I think it was DeBrusque for the box, and that's just at the start. I'll just leave it to Miller while I'm at it. So, but yeah, I think that was DeBrusque. I mean, good box. Got the box filler. Got the good canvas. A clear cut, not the best clear cut, but it's a clear cut. Making sure we're not missing the French. I believe it is the DeBrusque. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was DeBrusque here. Yep, because that's all the base, and it is not in there. So I think it was a DeBrusque. All right, box number 10. No Kaprizov, no Hoglander. We're actually missing a lot of Young Guns here. There's, yeah. No Kaprizov, no Romanov, no Hoglander. We haven't hit a Crawley yet for sure. We haven't hit a Malay. We haven't hit a Brome. I think we've hit an Entwistle canvas. Oh, I missed the box number 29 and 05. Sharon Govich we've hit. Yellowson we've hit. Skinner we've hit. Radish we've hit. We haven't hit a Legason. I think it's honestly just some of the bigger ones that we're missing. Like Kaprizov's a big one. Hoglander. Romanov, so hopefully we get them in the final 3 boxes. We might have another French Young Gun because they can fall. Sometimes you can get, if you're lucky, you can get 3 in a case, but it should be technically on average 4 in every, or because they fall at what, 1 in 120? Yeah, 1 in 120, so 24 times 12. It should be, yeah, generally speaking, like 4 out of every 10 cases should have 3 or something like that. Maybe a little bit less, if the math in my head is right. We haven't hit a fluorescence yet, so been a weird case. Been a really weird case. We've hit an autograph. We've hit a high gloss. We've hit all the checklists, like legitimately all of them, except for, oh no, we could hit another French of like 251 to 350. But we've hit, outside of that, we've hit all the checklists in parallel, so lots of randoms to do. I just realized I'm ripping up all the stacks here. Well, we'll do this. Do this for this box. We have fluorescence. Here, let's just keep it going and then we'll flip half and half. We'll do the full box set. Maybe this will reverse our fortunes. Because we haven't had some luck here lately with the right Young Gun names in this box. We've hit a good French. Honestly, our French, like, combined aren't bad. Sorokin's one of the ones you're looking for, and Hakanpää you could do worse. So, 2 packs left. So if your question is how high is a stack of Series 2, Your answer is about up to my knuckles. I have smaller hands, so. Alright. That's about half. A little bit under. Yeah, a little bit under, but here we go. Ooh, we got a blue fluorescence. Those are numbered higher than what I always think, so. Hagel for Chicago. I think we've hit him. Andre for the Stars. Well, there's our third French variation. McCullough for the Blues. So we do have a 3 French variation case. That is, I mean, better than having a 2 French variation case. McKinnon for the Avs. Belzile for the Habs. Alexiev for the Capitals. Doughty for the Kings. Juolevi for the Canucks. Geeky for the Hurricanes. Chatfield for the Canucks again. Fluorescence to 50 of Birding for the Jets. Again, not the biggest name, but rare card. One of those just like, yeah, it's probably worth highlighting just because it's rare. We can take the Lewis signature sensations down. Technically a rare card, but like, we'll highlight the blue fluorescence because they're cool looking. Again, the fluorescences do generally have chipping issues, so that one does as well. Yellowson for the Flames. Rask for the Bruins. Barham for the Avs. Reduke for Vegas. Lankinen again for Chicago. And Velarde for the Kings on the fluorescent. So there we go. We got 2 fluorescences in one box. And Velarde's not horrible. Rather reverse the numbering. Like, rather have this been the blue, but not the worst. Prisky for the Panthers. Athanasiou for the Oilers. There we go. Kaprizov for the Wild. It took a while. Had to sweat it out, but there he is. Krebs for Vegas. Yossi for the Predators. And Tampa Bay for Tampa Bay on the Retro Award winners. Better box. 2 fluorescences and Kaprizov. Not bad. 29 again on the outside. Let's go with 46 on the... I just need to cut the plastic better. Rather than a little cut. Let's do a big cut. 46 on the inside. It is 57. 11 off. Oh. I missed this. And McCullough for the Blues. And Ehlers for the Jets. Sorry, forgot about that little stack. I will only rip half at a time. I meant to only rip half, but got distracted by the Young Guns, and there we go. All right. Because, yeah, it's hopefully we hit all the Young Guns. Typically you do in a case. It would suck if we missed one of the bigger ones, so, like, at the very least, I hope we get Romanov and Hoglander here. Or at least, like, canvases of them at the very least. But it does happen every once in a while. Because, yeah, 1.5, like, there's times where you won't get any. And on cue, Romanov. Again, off-center. That's like the third or fourth one we pulled that like the foiling's off-center on. That's kind of weird. Angelo for the Penguins. And Walker for the Kings. Dumba for the Wild. Juolevi on the retro for the Canucks. Ingram for the Predators. Ovechkin for the Capitals. Nugent Hopkins for the Oilers and Teravainen for the Hurricanes. And Whistle for Chicago. McLeod for the Oilers. Malay for the Capitals. That's another one that we hadn't hit yet. I think he's doing good in the KHL this year. Ooh, day with the cup for the Lightning of Braden Point. There we go. Tampa Bay, Jonathan. Rare hit there. And one of the better day with the cups to get too. All right. We'll put you there. Because the high gloss is still worth highlighting because it's rare, but the day with the cup of Point is my favorite pull so far. Leonard for the Sharks. All right, here we go. It's easier to just do them like this. Yeah, it's been a solid case. I mean, like, you know, the biggest issue is just we're missing one of the big young guns in this at this point at Hoglander. But, and some of the smaller ones as well. And there's our second fluorescent. So, like, we've kind of just essentially, you know, it's the averages. The cases kind of average out to this over time. So, it'd be nice to hit a Young Guns exclusives. I don't think we will at this point, but I was going to say we should still have a Young Gun canvas or two left. And again, we do right now currently have 3 randoms because we have a French variation checklist, a canvas checklist, and a Young Gun checklist. All right, here we go. Reduke for Vegas. Ottinger for the Stars. Skinner for the Oilers. Crawley for the Rangers. That's one that we hadn't hit yet. Well, that's a good fluorescent and in pretty decent shape. A little bit of a ding corner, some soft edges, but Kaprizov for the Wild. There we go. Wild took a while to get going, but when you hit, you hit. All right, Berdine, I'm sorry. You may be out of 50, but you're not better than a Kaprizov. Suter for Chicago. Malkin for the Penguins. Have we hit the French yet? I don't think so, right? No. Oh, no, it might have been the Walker. I think it was the Walker. Yeah, it was the Walker. Leonard for the Sharks. Vidimo for the Habs. Juolevi for the Canucks. Alexia for the Capitals. And Mikkola for the Blues. Here we go. Again, solid box. Day with the Cup. Kaprizov Fluorescence. That was a Kaprizov Young Gun, I think. Yeah. Really good box. All right, final one. Here we go. Again, the main thing we need to get here is a Hoglander Young Gun, I think. That is really the only thing that we're kind of like quote-unquote missing from the case. Technically another OPC red. Box number 38. Let's go with his jersey number this year, 21. It is 94. Again, this would be a box that I would have bought because it's got one of my lucky numbers. As the packs fall over here. All right. Let's find that Höglander. Let's make sure everyone gets at least one. I think all the main Young Guns will have one at least. I think. Like, I don't think we're missing any of the other big ones. I don't think we've hit a Legason yet. We've hit a Miller. Yeah, I think it's just really like Höglander. So let's hit one. Yeah, typically you get 2 OPC Reds, 2 per case, so we've only hit one, and that one being Krebs, so we should in theory have a second, but and again, Young Gun Canvas would also be nice. Oh, there's our, or Young Gun, not Canvas, exclusives. There's our second OPC Red, so we do have our second one. But I'm not sleeping on the Young Guns, not hoping for the Young Guns exclusives. I mean, I'm hoping for it, but not expecting it. Barabanov for the Leafs on the canvas. And there we go. There's Höglander for the Canucks on the Young Guns. So there we go. I think we got all the main ones at this point. Robertson for the Leafs and Chariot for the Habs on the French. Ryan for the Senators. Kravtsov for the Rangers on the retro. Bravula for Chicago. Bennington for the Blues and Bertuzzi for the Red Wings. Canvas and Dazzlers. Vanacek for the Capitals. Larmy for the Penguins. Malay for the Capitals. Joseph for the Penguins on the red. That up there. Not the worst one to get. Mikolo for the Blues. I feel like that's our second or third time. Oh no, that's our second time and he's got a French, I think. I believe Brome we haven't hit yet. Again, if we are missing one, I'll go back and double check them all. But if we are missing one of your Young Guns and like you didn't hit them at all between a canvas, clear cut, French, I will make sure you get an OT pack because it's not super fun when you miss out on your Young Gun. Especially if you only have like one on your team. In the case of like San Jose or Chicago, you got a Young Gun. You got like 15, but will we get a Young Guns exclusives? That is the question. That's a Young Gun, but it might not be an exclusives. Because we've only hit one exclusives. So I think we have a rookie materials coming up there. Last pack is this. Nope, that is a regular Young Gun as well. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Final half. Let's see something crazy. There's Brome for the Red Wings. Bowers for the Avs. Bowers for the Avs. Bowers for the Avs. Got 3 different Bowers inserts back to back to back. All right, Harley for the Stars. Riley for the Senators. That was weird going Bowers, Bowers, Bowers. Kemper for the Yotes. Ustimenko for the Flyers. Hakanpää for the Ducks. Kivlenix, we had not hit him yet either for the Blue Jackets. Andre for the Stars on the rookie materials. And another Miller for the Rangers. All right, so decent box to end it. Yeah, we have 3 randoms to do. So we have the Young Gun checklist between Ottawa and Buffalo. We have the base checklist between Vancouver and Toronto. And then the canvas checklist, let me just leave these both up, between Calgary and Ottawa. Before we get to that, I will just drop a link for the break tomorrow. It is a box of Series 1 retail, a box of Series 2 hobby, a box of extended hobby, and then half case each of artifacts and chronology. So overall pretty, I'd say, fun mixer. So 3 items to do. We'll start off with the French variation. Or no, we'll do the canvas first, then we'll do French, then we'll do that one. So let me get them set up, but I'll drop a link to that break in the description. No, not Excel. I want a new Chrome window because we need 3 random.orgs, and we also need group breaks. So let me grab a link to that. I am just struggling to copy. I honestly, like, thanks for coming out and having fun. That's really all that I like that. So that is the link for the break tomorrow. Again, there's still spots left in that. It should be a fun one again, but I just gotta get the random set up here. So we'll do Calgary, Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, and Buff. All right, here we go. So 3 times, team on top gets it. This is for the Kachuk canvas checklist. Once, twice, 3rd time, Ottawa on that one. Oh no, like, honestly, like, even if you're like not like just even if you're just watching, it's just cool. I like, if you're not chatting, it's, you know, even if you just drop an odd comment, it's still fine. Like, even if you're just watching, that's all, you know, as long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters, right? So even if you're not in the break, if you're enjoying it, like, again, just love having people in here talking hockey, opening up cards. So Ottawa on the canvas checklist, 3 times on the French checklist. Once, twice, and 3rd time, Vancouver, and 3 times on the Ottawa Buffalo Cousins Stützle checklist. Once, twice, and 3rd time, Ottawa. So all 3 times it was the team from the bottom coming up on top. So I will I'll note those down after, but yeah. So overall, pretty solid break, I would say. You know. No Young Gun canvas. We hit kind of one of each Young Guns. Unfortunately, one of the Stützle that we hit did have a ding corner, but we hit a high gloss. We hit a day with the cup, a good Kaprizov fluorescence. Overall, pretty solid. Again, thank you all for coming out. See you tomorrow. We got basketball and hockey tomorrow. Yeah, take care and see you then.